It seems like it's kicking off big time. What is going on across America and in their universities? Basically, over the last week or two, protests have kicked off across American universities. The protesters are demanding that their university cuts any kind of military, research or financial ties to the Zionist occupying entity. Now, even though the protests do send a powerful message across the rest of America and by extension the rest of the world, that's not the main story here. The main story here is the reaction of the government, of the state departments, and of the universities themselves in dealing with these protests. There have been mass arrests, and there have been these protests, these peaceful protests have been violently clamped down by state police. What's crazy is that America prides itself in being a democracy and in exporting democracy to the rest of the world. Democracy in their viewpoint being where the people have a right to hold their authority to account. Well, not anymore. If you dare to raise a finger at the Zionist child of the US, you will be met with hostility. You will be met with the full force of the police to keep your mouth shut. Democracy? Who gives a damn about democracy, mate? These oppressors and tyrants will try their very best to keep your mouth shut. Look, these people have lost the propaganda war. There's no way that they can keep tabs on the narrative. They can't control it no more. They cannot control the narrative. So for them, the next best thing that they can do is, basically, if you can't argue against it, if you can't argue, if you can't put your cards on the table because your oppression is so blatant, then we're going to shut you up. By force, if necessary. And this is exactly what they've done across America. I mean, just imagine trying to go to a pro-Palestinian protest at uni and you've got snipers on your roof, pointing at you, aiming at you, to try and intimidate you. Snipers on your roof in an attempt to silence you and in an attempt to scare you. Wallahi, this really shows the direction of decline that the US is going to, where they are willing to undo and to go against one of their creedal beliefs, which is that every human being has the right to hold those in authority and power over them to accountability. They are going against one of their very creedal tenets that they so boastfully try to project across the rest of the world. Another victory that the people of Gaza can add to their list. They have truly exposed American democracy in 2024.